Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. It's been a fun one here so far on THV 11 and THV 11 Plus. Karen is off today. Big heads up, you get the trio this morning, and we're introducing sound effects here on THV 11 Plus.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Boat sound effects, anything,
Storming.
thunder sound effects, thunder sound effects.
You want to be on a storm? You want to be on a cruise ship?
Yes.
What do you want?
I love it.
We got it all. They're still working on our roof, and it is so loud. So if you hear any extra noise, that's what that is this morning. And it's right there by where I do weather. So while I'm trying to think and talk and listen at the same time, I'm also listening to that.
Now, they are going to thank you today because if this was yesterday,
they probably couldn't work
it would have been a lot colder.
Yeah,
today, warmer.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they could. I didn't hear them yesterday. I think that fog and those clouds were a little too low. We're going to talk about that later, too, about why that happened.
It's the lights are shaking in here. And
yes, they are literally
I don't
shaking.
know what they're doing, but it involves water.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's interesting.
One day we'll have a new roof.
Someday.
I love it. I think it's hilarious. I find it so fun, so amusing. Anything
it's
to throw a wrinkle in your morning.
We happen to walk out that door right when they're pushing water off.
I don't have any lights directly ahead of me, so I'm cool.
Yeah.
Traffic over there. Hey, do me a favor. Walk right over there and do your traffic. Walk
Okay.
right over there. Big old light right there.
No, just under this light?
Yeah, that's good. But no, at least it's not like the heavy ones we used to have. I mean, those are really nice updated lights.
Yeah, these are lights. We could just
They're
catch them.
light
All right,
lights.
this is what's happening right now if you're looking at Interstate 430, which you are because that's what, I don't know why I said if, but this is Interstate 430 across the Arkansas River Bridge. You can see the sun coming up, a beautiful sunrise. Tracy's hoping for a break in those clouds today, which it looks like we're getting a little bit of that right now. And we're starting to get a little bit of volume on our roads too. Getting a closer look at the live traffic map here with the oh gosh, this is really loud over here. Let me back it up. Okay, so there is a little bit of a slowdown there around 30 eastbound Alexander area where we start to see the slowdowns every morning. Our drive times into downtown Little Rock still looking really good. This is Conway, Benton, Cabot into downtown Little Rock. Tracy, it's not distracting at all. I'm not even distracted. You know, I get distracted with the least little bit of anything, so.
I'm pretty sure they are right. Yeah, I'm fairly confident they're right there. So, yeah, and the weather garden door is right here too. So I'm hearing it and I'm dodging the thunderstorm. But we all know we look outside again. Finally, we've got some sky out there and I am enjoying it. I'm so happy about that. Yesterday we did see a lot of stratus that just held on and didn't want to leave. But today it's going to be much better. We're already starting better with, again, a little bit of a glimpse of the sun out there, a little thunderstorm out there in the weather garden. It's very localized. And we're looking at those temperatures right around 41 and a westerly wind around 7. But those winds are going to pick up as we're heading into the next couple of hours and throughout the day as we've got a front coming through and it's going to bring with it some very, very gusty winds. Currently 41. We are going to see again those wind chills because of the wind. Right around 36 is what it feels like out there. Now, if you're in the THV 11 weather garden, you need an umbrella. Everywhere else, you're good to go. We're going to see a nice day ahead. Highs today right around 58. So again, a breezy day ahead, and we're going to keep these above average afternoon temperatures for at least a couple of days before it gets cold again this weekend.
All right, Tracy, thank you. This morning, we are taking a closer look at crime trends in Central Arkansas after a series of bold break-ins hit homes and businesses on both sides of the river over the last 2 weeks. Police say no one was hurt, but the burglaries highlight a bigger question. How often are these crimes happening across the metro? THV 11's Maya Ellison pulled the latest numbers to find out.
Faith Baptist Church in North Little Rock sits off Camp Robinson Road, an area Pastor Todd Dornan says is typically quiet until 2 weeks ago.
We have a man in our church that we contract to do our yard care, and he stores some of his equipment in our shed behind our church. He came one Saturday morning, found that the lock had been broken on the shed.
On the ground lay bolt cutters, and inside, 3 mowers, all missing.
I think he reported about $2,000, $2,200, something like that.
THV 11 confirmed through North Little Rock Police that the church is one of 7 residential and commercial properties hit by burglaries in the last 10 days. Over in Little Rock, a local business employee who asked not to be identified says she noticed suspicious activity before realizing what happened.
There were some guys just pulled, they pulled in to our driveway. So when they saw me looking at them, they pulled around to the end of the building to where I couldn't see them. And they was still back here parked. And so I came back.
That's when she noticed the damage. A hole in the back fence leading to here. The metal cage cut straight down the middle. 4 air conditioning units missing.
We have a gate on it down there, and they couldn't cut the lock off because of the way it is. So that's why they had to get a grinder and come through here.
According to Little Rock Police, as of December 8th, just over 1,200 burglaries have been reported. That's down from 1,600 this time last year, a 26% decrease. And in North Little Rock, 178 burglaries were reported this year alone. In Pine Bluff, police say overall crime is down about 15%, with 98 burglaries reported between July and November. That's compared to 175 in total last year. The break-ins now have businesses and churches making security upgrades, hoping to prevent any future damages.
Make sure we have better lighting, cameras, things of that nature to protect our facilities.
For THV 11 News, I'm Maya Ellison.
Maya, thank you. If you would like to take a closer look at those crime statistics, we have them listed right now on THV11.com. In national news, President Donald Trump spent last night at a rally in Pennsylvania, telling supporters he has brought down prices and inflation during his second term. According to AAA, gas prices are down 6 cents compared to this time last year. But government data shows energy costs are up nearly 3% over the past year. And overall inflation drifted back up after the president's sweeping tariffs. CBS News polling shows most Americans disapprove of his handling of the economy, while Democratic leaders warn families could face more pressure from rising health care costs.
The economy is not good. I don't see promises being kept.
Costs haven't gone down, costs are going up. The only question is whether the American people would give it a D for disaster or an F for failure.
The president insists relief is coming, pointing to expected cuts in prescription drug prices and cheaper vehicles under rolled back fuel efficiency standards. This also comes on the heels of a $12 billion bailout for farmers hit by tariff policies. Staying on the topic of farm relief, Arkansas Farm Bureau says the challenges facing producers stretch far beyond the $12 billion aid package from the president. The administration unveiling the one-time bridge payments on Monday to help farmers hit by market disruptions and rising production costs. But Farm Bureau leaders say many row crop, specialty crop, and timber producers have operated at a loss for years, and a roughly $50 per acre payout won't keep some family farms from going under. They're now urging Congress to offer additional support before the next crop year. Today in the nation's capital, the Federal Reserve pushes ahead with its two-day meeting on interest rates, despite having only limited jobs data to work with. Now, the government shutdown stalled the release of unemployment reports, leaving the most recent national figure at 4.4% from back in September. Updated numbers are expected Tuesday when the November jobs report comes out. Also, Arkansas's unemployment rate is ticking up, but it's still below the national number at 3.9%. These September figures show the state added more than 3,000 jobs, along with an increase in people re-entering the workforce. Commerce officials say year-over-year growth remains strong, with 16,000 jobs added since last September. Private education and healthcare saw the biggest gains. Well, it's that time of year, my friends. Potholes continue to be one of the biggest headaches for drivers here in Little Rock, and new numbers show just how widespread the problem actually is. The city logged more than 2,000 pothole complaints this year, and with winter approaching, crews say more damage is likely. Public Works tells us they wrapped up a $10 million paving plan and even fixed 3 extra roads, but attorneys say drivers are still dealing with crumbling pavement. Crews filled more than 500 potholes in the last 6 months, and the city is urging anyone who spots new ones to call 311. Another bond proposal is coming next year, and leaders say residents will have a chance to weigh in on what roads need the most help. With winter weather on the way, much of the northern U.S. bracing for freezing temperatures today. Some areas already seeing snow and icy conditions causing travel headaches this morning. CBS's Jared Hill has the very latest on what's hitting communities across the country.
Overnight, a whiteout in Wisconsin as heavy snow led to a winter weather advisory in parts of the state. Plow trucks were out in Minnesota, with the upper Midwest bracing for more snow early in the season.
This time of the year is a lot different for drivers because they're learning how to drive in the snow again.
Snow removal is a very hard business.
In St. Paul, the earlier bout of winter weather is creating steady work for Ryan Warner's company.
Everyone's signing contracts, they want to be covered.
But it's not all about making money. There are also neighbors helping neighbors. A member of the St. Louis City Snow Angels volunteer group was out clearing the sidewalk for one of their own, inside after ankle surgery.
It's a 2-to-1 ratio of people who need help versus those who can help. And not everyone can help out for every storm.
For this Minnesota business, the chilly temperatures are a cold comfort, with snowmobile sales seeing a boom after a lengthy lull.
It's been really tough, honestly. You know, not having snow for 2 years and actually one of those not having ice.
In the Pacific Northwest, a powerful storm system dubbed an atmospheric river dumped inches of heavy rain, leading to high water and causing this waterfall to swell, flooding roads around Snohomish County in Washington state.
I don't think people are taking it very serious. I mean, this whole valley you can't even get to now. So if anybody has an emergency out there, they have to get a boat.
As levels are expected to continue to rise, prompting local officials to declare a state of emergency. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Well, Ashley King, I don't know about you, I'm feeling a little grateful that I live in Little Rock, Arkansas right now after watching all that.
Yeah, woo. Same. Here in central Arkansas.
What is that? Where are you at? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with anything. Right now we're looking at Sykes Boulevard. Look at this sunrise. Can you see that? Looks pretty good. Yeah, it's looking like a day where we actually get some sunshine, hopefully this afternoon. Tracy says that it's coming. We were hoping to see that yesterday.
Tell them all, take the Sykes, go to Broadway, take the Broadway Bridge, take some time right there.
All right, you heard it.
Go to Broadway.
Hayden, the Broadway Bridge, that's usually the way I go to, but I think that's probably a little bit slow. Maybe we should get a Broadway Bridge check here in just a few minutes, but it doesn't look like anybody's taking the Sykes Boulevard exit. But the sunrise looking good. We are starting to see that volume now that we're in the 7 o'clock hour. Some slowdowns to talk about here at the North Terminal Interchange, which is exactly where we were just looking. It's getting a little bit slow on 40 westbound, still moving at 57 miles per hour, but there at Sykes Boulevard on 30 westbound, 38 miles per hour, so definitely slowing down. And this is what it looks like on 30 eastbound. We're seeing the slowdowns from 430 interchange past Alexander, getting close to Bryant. It's moving at 38 miles per hour on 30 eastbound just before you get to Alexander. And our drive times into downtown Little Rock are starting to increase just a couple of minutes. We see Conway still at 25 minutes to downtown. Benton and Cabot both 20 minutes if you're coming into downtown. But at least that sun is looking like it's starting to peek out from behind the clouds. Tracy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very much. Yeah, we are finally seeing a little bit of a nicer day ahead. Yesterday, all of those stratus clouds decided to park themselves right here across central Arkansas and a few other areas too along that I-30 corridor. But we are starting to see little breaks, and I think we'll see a lot more sunshine today. Now, we do have some windy conditions that are headed our way. We've got a front that is making its way through the state. Already starting to see some gusts up there to the north. Now, they could see some gusts upwards of around 40 here in central Arkansas. They're going to pick up here before long, and even the sustained winds are going to be very breezy today, and then you add in that gust. So again, 20 to 25, maybe localized a little bit more the further north you are. Currently, temperatures are right around 41, so we're already doing better this morning. We were below freezing yesterday at this time. We are still seeing, again, plenty of sunshine ahead, but that wind chill making it feel a little chilly out there this morning. So wear that coat as you're headed out the door, but I don't know that you'll need it as you're heading into the afternoon. As long as you find a little bit of sunshine. Now, that breeze might make you feel a little bit cooler, but yeah, we're looking for those highs close to 60 degrees, and those warm trends will continue for at least another day or two. We'll talk about that cold snap headed our way in a few minutes.